All right. So good afternoon, everyone. It's a very cool Sunday. And thanks for joining me on this in this briefing, and welcome to Sustainable Forestry. And I hope you guys will have a very interesting and exciting module with me as an elective. And I'm glad all of you decided to take this module. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you and also learning from you. And a lot of you, I understand, are working in the industry, and that's really something that looking forward to, especially because all of you have a lot of practice on the ground. Some of you are just learning about forestry. Some of you already probably maybe also in the industry and have a lot to share. So I'm really looking forward to learning from all of you here. And I just want all of you to realize that each of you here has some knowledge about forestry perhaps. And again, I'm not an expert in forestry, and I actually am a conservation scientist by training. I'm a biologist, but along the way I had a lot of experience working in forests. And I'm glad all of you are also enrolled in this wonderful master's course. It's I wish I had such a master's course back in my day. I did my master's in biology, very specific, but it's really an excellent program to be exposed to different elements of sustainability. And some of you also might be heads of your own sustainability in your own organizations, and I'm really happy to meet you. And we're going to start off first with some introductions, but let me share my screen first. All right, you can see my screen, and today is 29th of August. Welcome again to Sustainable Forestry. I just want all of you to know this is one of my favorite pictures. It's a rhino in Africa that's painting. Of course, it's unable to paint a picture without its on, and I just want, it's similar to what we are facing now in this current pandemic. It's not going to go away very easily, the pandemic, and it's here to stay for quite some time, but we got to make the best out of the situation and learn as much as possible and make the best out of a very unpleasant situation. But again, we will try our best to get all of you up to speed with the latest in forestry, especially in Malaysia. And like the rhino here, we'll try to make the best out of the situation. And my name is Ruben. You can just call me Ruben for short. And that's my email if you want to any personal queries about the subject or any other issues, just feel free to drop me an email. If you want to have a one-on-one session over Zoom also, just drop me an email. And if you're interested in the publications there, you can just check out my Google Scholar profile. And last year, I actually co-taught this with another lecturer, but again, budget constraints everywhere in the world. I'm really a lot of material we kind of adapted from last year, but it's also very relevant, and we updated new things because a lot happened in 1 year, and especially the forest in Malaysia. And I hope that when you go through the lectures in the next few weeks, you'll learn a lot about what's happening to forests in Malaysia. All right, so I just want to start off with something very light, and I call it an icebreaker pairs. And I wish I had the opportunity to see all of you face to face in the lecture hall where this would be more fun, but unfortunately we got to adapt to the current climate, and thankfully Zoom allows us to break out into groups. And what I want to happen now is really have an icebreaker among pairs. So basically I want all of you, when I break you out into a couple of pairs later, to ask your friend, what's your name? Number 2, what's your favorite food? And number 3, why do you want to take this course? Maybe you have no choice, but maybe you can just elaborate a bit about what aspects of forestry interest you for question number 3. So just don't take too long. Just spend 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen and break you up the groups. So what you're supposed to do is ask your friends these 3 questions. And once I bring you back to the main Zoom Zoom briefing, I want you to tell everyone about the friend you just met, what is his or her name, what is his or her favorite food, and why he or she wants to take this course. So it's not your own, your friend is trying to memorize what you learned in just that 3 minutes. So you're going to speak on behalf of your friend. I hope that it's clear. Any questions? If there are no questions, I'm going to start the breakout. I think we got 23 people here. It could be just 11 pairs, excluding me. All right, so I'm gonna break it out. I just spend 3 minutes, and I'm gonna call all you back to the main room. All right. Hi, Abraham.
Hi, Abraham. Hello. Hi, Prof.
Hi, Abraham. Sorry, I joined the. Did you just join us?
Yeah. I just saw I was in the main room, but I kind of like unable to join the breakout room.
Oh, sorry. I was
Yeah,
asking
unable
you.
to join the
Then
breakout room.
Yeah, your buddy is Harvinder Singh over there, so I'll introduce you to him.
Yeah, I know Harry. Yeah,
Oh, you know Harry, okay.
yeah, from Penang.
Yeah. Let's wait for everyone to join.
I think just now my partner she left. Yeah, so I don't get the chance to actually know her.
Oh, okay, all right, no worries. Introduce yourself then. All right, I hope all of you had a chance to get to know your friend. I mean, I don't know how many courses you've been through to with one another. I guess you really taken some common courses, but it's good for me to also find out from you guys who you are. And I'm going to introduce my friend at the top left there, Harry. He's from Penang. His favorite food is nasi kanda. Okay, nasi kanda from Penang. And why he wants to take this course, because he's quite a concerned citizen in Malaysia, seeing all the deforestation around him, and he wants to find out how much more perhaps he can help. He's a recent graduate from Taylor's College. Sorry. All right, maybe Harry can introduce me.
Yeah. So my pair was Professor Ruben. His favorite food is durian. I like his choice. So
From
feel
one
free
place.
to come. Oh, yeah, from Bali Pulau in Penang. So feel free.
Only Bali Pulau durian, again, best in the world. Okay, so I got no choice but to teach the course. So they assign me the course, I gotta teach it.
So forestry is a background.
Yep. All right, thanks, Harry. Maybe let's see, on the top right there, we got Abraham. Okay, introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm Abraham. So yeah, the reason I choose the course, I think that's what Ruben said. I was just assigned the course. So yeah, but anyway, forestry is very much part of my job. Yeah, because we involved in quite a bit of plantation work. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean that's involved deforestation, but also I'm involved in reforestation using the rubber Texclone, kalumpayan, that kind of species.
Nice. Yeah, okay, great. You can learn a lot from you, man. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
What's your favorite food?
Yeah, Bali Pulau durian as well as Raup durian.
Wow, raw durian. Which one got more chemical? I don't know. Okay, thanks, Abraham. We have on the top right there, we got I can't see your full name. Jing Quen. You can talk about your friend. Who's your buddy? We can unmute. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a buddy just now because I went in and then both of us actually went in and then she went out.
Okay, never mind. Talk about yourself then.
Yeah, my name is Xin Quen. You can call me Jonathan. I'm actually from Kuching, Sarawak. So my favorite food is actually a lot. From char kway teow, durians, and there's a list of my favorite food.
Laksa Sarawak. Oh.
Yeah, Laksa Sarawak is still the best. Yeah, it's among of the best lah. And then the reason that I joined this course is actually to fulfill the requirement. And then I think as because on top of that, I want to I have zero knowledge on forestry. That's why I try to seek more knowledge on this field.
Yes. Good.
Yep.
No worries. We will help one another. Thanks, Jonathan. Chris, who's your buddy?
My buddy is Numiza. So her favorite food is asam laksa. So she used to study zoology before, and then she really passionate in conservation fields of Malaysia. That's why she took this subject. Nice. All right, thanks, Chris. Numiza, what about your friend, Chris?
Okay, hi everyone. So Chris loves mee rebus. I'm not sure from part of Malaysia, maybe Johor, I don't know.
Yeah, must be Johor lah.
Yeah. Why Chris want to take this course? Because he's into carbon market, and he think that Malaysia has a lot potential to do, and she want to understand the current ecosystem, our forest ecosystem, and something to do with the carbon market.
Nice. You come to the right place. We're going to talk about carbon in a few weeks' time. Great. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Mariza. We got Jenny there. Jenny, who's your buddy?
Hi, my buddy is Kenneth. Kenneth, I think he just put that he's from Singapore. So Kenneth likes all kind of food, but more specifically, he likes vegetarian because it's a healthier option.
Okay.
And the reason why he took this course was, to him, it's of a lifelong learning, situation. And he feels that sustainability issues are the center of our life, and so it's also for knowledge. So that's why he joined MDSM.
Okay, great.
Thank
Can
you.
I talk about your forestry course or the main course in general? Up to you.
We talked about the one in general.
Thanks.
All right.
Hey, Kenneth, what about Singaporean chicken rice? I'm from Singapore, man. Chicken rice there is the best.
Yeah, which chicken rice? Is it Tian Tian?
Tian Tian, okay lah, can lah.
You got to queue up for it, but there's no queue now because of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Kenneth. What about your friend Jenny?
Yeah, so Jenny actually is she's from the batch in 2020. She said that she started the MSDM course before the pandemic.
Right.
So it must be early January or something. And she's actually from the construction and property development industry.
Okay.
This course is actually quite relevant initially. That's why she took it. But then later she found out that there's more to it. Actually, she likes the MSDM course a lot. And this gives her a lot of satisfaction in terms of building up a knowledge base. And of course, her favorite fruit, she told me that she loves Italian and Japanese food. Yeah.
Nice.
So I assume that everything from pastas to meatballs, pizzas, I think those you probably enjoy all those food, right, Jenny? I think so.
Yeah, a lot of non-vegetarian, but I love vegetarian food as well.
Yeah,
me too.
I love plant-based food. Yep.
Okay, actually one more thing that I mean, just for myself, why I'm doing this forestry is I believe that the whole world right now, right, so many forest fires going on, and besides the environment, so is there anything else that environmentalists can do about it, or we are all just sitting down there waiting for the fire to occur every year? And
I think we all can play a part. All of us can.
Measures and all that stuff. Yeah. So I'm interested to find out in that part.
Yeah, I think all of you are great. I mean, because you joined this course and you're able to perhaps influence your bosses and your decision makers in your companies, potentially help the environment. I think that's one of the most important things that this master's program can help teach you. All right, great. Maybe you have Ching Yan there with your buddy, Chung Ching Yan.
Yeah, hi. My buddy is Bakhtiar.
Okay.
Bakhtiar, he is currently based in Pahang. He likes nasi ulam or nasi kerabu, anything that's herbs, with herbs.
That's nice.
And then the reason why he is taking up this course or MSDM is because of he would like to learn more about financing in the area of agriculture and forestry.
All right, great. Thanks, Ching Yan. Thanks, Bakhtiar. Nasi ulam, I never had it in Pahang. I think only in nasi kerabu in Terengganu and Kelantan, but I haven't tried the Pahang one.
Oh, I'm from Terengganu originally.
Oh, all right. Terengganu kita.
Yeah, Terengganu kita. Okay, my friend is Ching Yan, but she also goes by Elaine, so I think that's what she prefers to be called. Her favorite food is seafood tom yum.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and why she's taking this course is to understand better the concept of sustainability, especially in a holistic and systematic manner. And she is originally from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah.
Nice. Thank you, Bakhtiar. Nice to meet all of you. Okay, next we have Madia, bottom right there.
Hai, Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Selamat Hari Kemerdekaan.
Hey.
My partner is Shafiq.
Shafiq.
He's from Alostar, Kedah.
Nice.
Yeah, his favorite food is actually anything with kicap, ayam masak kicap, soy sauce.
Okay.
Anything with kicap, basically. Why he took this course? He was persuaded by his friend. He used the word racun actually, but so he was persuaded by his friends to do this course. And this course, this forestry particularly is of interest to him because he used to work in a project with forestry. So it would good for him. Yeah.
I was
Yep.
a Tarzan before in the project.
Nice, nice. I also like laksa Kedah. Okay, that's one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, that's
Thanks,
like
Shafiq.
Kedah, huh? Yeah. You've been to Kedah, Prof?
Yeah, many times, always passing by on the way to Penang. Eat makan durian.
Passing by all the way to Thailand. So,
Yeah. Police also. All right, Shafiq, what about your buddy?
yeah, hi, I'm Shafiq. My friend here is Mardia Mahmoud Bakir. So her favorite food is chocolate. Any chocolate, you know, white, brown or dark, but the most favorite one is the New Zealand chocolate. That's what she told me.
Ooh, okay.
So she took, she also actually, you know, being, you know, from a thought, from a speech by a doctor. So the doctor said, you know, the three communicate or talk to each other. That's what inspired her to take this program. Yeah, it's very
Dr.
interesting.
Susan Simard. Dr. Susan Simard. I'm not sure if everybody heard of her. Yep.
But plants can indeed communicate, so that's very interesting. I mean, the more we learn about plants and trees, it's very amazing. And sorry, I don't have any expertise on plant communication, but all we can learn today is how to keep the forests intact. And I'm sure to share that with you. And thanks again, Shafiq. And hopefully you can share some of your experiences in the forestry project as well.
Oh, nothing much. I just, you know, a bit, I work on that matter, but I can share that down. Okay, all right, thank you.
We can discuss. Thanks a lot. All right, great. We got No Akida there. Who's your buddy?
Yes, hi. My buddy was Sinik.
Sinik.
Yeah, and then I kind of like, I think I was fated to see Sinik very often because we got paired off with a lot. We actually enrolled at the same time. That was January 2020 intake. Okay, Sinik actually worked in a dessert industry and her favorite food is actually tiramisu, but with alcohol one.
Oh, must be dessert.
Yeah, she loves desserts. Okay, so she need to choose an elective and forestry kind of like interests her because she likes jungle trekking and also she wanted to learn more about tree and nature.
All right, great, thanks. Xinjing, what about your buddy, your fated buddy?
So my buddy is Akira. She doesn't really have like a specific favorite food, but she doesn't like onion. And then she has low tolerance for spicy food.
I
so
see.
anything halal and then non-spicy and then without onion, she will eat it.
Okay, can noted.
So why she enrolled in this forestry? Because our previous core subject is tool management, business, finance. It's too calculation-ish.
Yeah, math. Yeah, okay.
So she wanted to try something new and then
come to the right place. No math.
Yeah. So she liked nature. So she came into forestry and learned more.
Still got. I mean, come calculate the carbon, but that one is not in part of the syllabus. That was more for Chris to.
Yeah. I'll just pass the calculation part to Chris.
Thank you.
All right, then Sinik. All right, got Mahadi there. How are you? How's your buddy? Tell us more about your buddy.
Hi, Prof. My buddy is Teresa, although I think her screen name is Louisa.
Oh, Louisa, okay.
Yeah, so she's from originally from Ghana, but now living in Malaysia. Her favorite food is rice, and the favorite Malaysian food is yong tau fu. So I mean, we share the same love for yong tau fu.
Yeah, love it too. Yep.
And I think why she joined the course is that she wants to know more about forestry, and she wants to understand more how it could benefit us all.
All right, great. Thanks, Louisa. Shida can speak. This is your buddy Mahadi.
Yeah, hi everyone. My buddy is Mahadi, and he's originally from Malaysia, and he's also from the finance industries. His favorite food is yong tau fu, so we share something in common when it comes to the food. And then he told me the reason why he chose forestry is he's interested in the ecosystem and then how, I mean, we can improve forestry because now there are a lot of deforestation and then some of the Malaysians are misusing it. So he wants to know how we can improve it. And also when it comes to the finance aspect, how we're going to support it to make it better in the future.
Wonderful, fantastic. You come to the right place. All right, thanks, Louisa. All right, Hilda, how are you? Who's your buddy?
Hi, my buddy is Nazir. He's from Johor. He works in oil and gas industry and responsible for in-house safety. So that is why he decided to join the MSDM program. I think we share same belief that it's impossible to learn about sustainability without covering the first aspect. Yes. So
what's his favorite food?
He likes karimi. That's
Karimi,
really,
all right. Have you tried that before?
I like it a lot.
Have you tried karimi yet? Are you in, where are you now?
I'm in Malaysia. Yeah, I've been here for a while. Yes, I love karimi. All types of it.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, Nazir, tell us about Ilda.
Yeah, hi, Ilda from Russia, currently in Malaysia. So he's working on the marketing, not mistaken, and he loves to eat rice in the banana leaf, not mistaken, Ilda?
Banana leaf.
Yeah,
All
interesting. Yeah.
So why does he want to take forestry?
Yeah, because you want to learn something new in the sustainability management. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Nazir.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we got a couple more pairs left. How about Mei Yun? Are you there? Who's Mei Yun's buddy just now?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, tell us about your buddy.
Yeah, my buddy is Ashley. She's Yixiang.
All right, Yixiang, all right.
Her screen name. Yeah, her favorite food is kimchi fried rice.
Ooh, nice.
And she's interested in this course because she is interested in saving the environment.
Okay.
And since forestry is related to Mother Nature, so she wants to take this course.
All right, fantastic, great. So Ashley, what about Mei Yun?
Yeah, okay. So my partner is Mei Yin, and her favorite food is curry noodles. And she's taking this course because she needs to fulfill her credits
Okay.
for this. Yeah, and yeah, that's all.
All right, thanks a lot, no worries. Nice to meet you. All right, so finally to the last pair, we got Siti Sarah, are you there?
Hi everyone, hi Prof. I don't have the external camera with me,
No
so
worries.
my partner is Kathleen. She's from Selangor, Malaysia, now working in investment industry. So her favorite food is spaghetti, and the reason why she's spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti, okay, nice.
Yes, and the reason why she's taking this course is because she loves hiking in her free time. So
Okay.
whenever she goes hiking, she would like to know the area better and gain
I
more
see.
knowledge on the environment.
Nice, nice. All right, thanks a lot. All right, Kathleen, what about Siti Sarah?
Hi, my partner is Siti Sarah, and her favorite food is nasi lemak.
Oh, cool,
And
finally.
The reason she's taking this course is because her interest is in agriculture, so she would like to know more about this course as well to enhance her knowledge.
All right. Okay, wonderful. Thanks a lot for everybody for sharing. And I think I know a bit more about all of you, especially your favorite foods. Very diverse and your food choices as well as from your different backgrounds. And definitely we're gonna learn a lot from one another. So I'm gonna share my screen again just to go through the briefing of the course. I share my screen. I think not everyone is here, but it's okay. Okay, so we've covered that. So let's talk a bit about outline of I'm just getting outline of today's briefing. 5 things to cover. First thing we're going to talk about is the different kinds of learning. So the old way of learning, what we have been used to when we attended universities, was mainly someone like me, like a teacher, giving you the knowledge and experience, giving a monologue sometimes to a class of students. So we want to move away from that, right? I'm more of a facilitator in this new way of thinking, because if I'm just doing this, everybody will be turning off their screens and falling asleep doing something else. So it's why I record my lectures, and what I want all of you to maybe embrace is a new way of learning. I think some of you should be familiar with student-centered learning. This is what I hope we embark on in this course. So I'm more of a facilitator. Basically, we really have all the knowledge out there. There's a thing called Google. Google has all the information. So it's my job really just to facilitate you extracting stuff from Google and also drawing from your individual experiences, and we learn together in this group. I'm part of you as well. I'm no longer coming down from the top, exposing information. We are here together to learn and collaborate. So I hope you embrace this way of learning, and what I also practice in my undergrad teaching. So this method of teaching may confuse you. You might think, well, I pay so much money for this course, and then I have to Google myself all the answers. Well, it's part of learning, and I like this picture. It's called the learning pit from James Nottingham. A lot of us, when it comes to learning, definitely don't have all the answers, especially when it comes to forestry. It's such a very narrow topic, but also very relevant to the current climate. And again, I don't have all the answers as well. All right, so if I am just doing teacher-centered learning, I'm just gonna tell you what I know, but actually all of you have all the nuggets of information which you can learn from. So initially it'd be confusing. You have to enter the learning pit. In anything you do, not just forestry, any topic, any subject, you will have to enter a pit of confusion. If you're not confused, it means you're not really learning. If you're just memorizing, it's not going to be any use. So the whole idea is to provide you concepts for you to go and read up. And if you're confused by my lecture, it's great. It's good news, right? You're confused by it, that's good. Because what you need to do is really go out there and do the reading, talk to more people, and eventually, once you get out of this learning pit, you are able to understand the concepts and communicate those concepts better to your friends and your bosses, for example. So this is the idea of what I want you to take home from the sustainable forestry module. You're going to enter the learning pit a lot. You'll be down the dumps, you'll be confused and tired and sad, might cry, who knows, but the whole idea is to get out of it together. We're going to climb the ladder together and get out of it. And this is what I practice in my undergraduate courses. I teach year 1 biostatistics. Any of you interested in statistics, especially with how to use it in ecology and conservation, let me know. I've been doing it a lot, and I teach the year 1s in Sunway. I also teach the year 3s biodiversity, and forestry is only for you folks. And this is general feedback. Again, this is cherry picking some comments on whether they like or dislike. Again, it's anonymous, so most of them, they like it, great. It's more flexible, less stressful. You don't have to sit in front of me. The live lectures always just blabbering information. And again, it takes a while to get used to it, but the whole idea is most of them got more engaged and they find it interactive and fun. Hopefully I can try to make it fun for you guys, but again, it's tough times in pandemic, and I'll try my best to see how we can do that during discussions. Only have a short time together until October, so I can't do much interactive and fun things. I hope to try and see how we can do that. There was actually a reward system. I'll tell you about it for the undergrads, but all of you are already most of you are earning your salary, so you don't need to be rewarded. But undergrads were rewarded with pizzas, and I'll tell you how I did that in a bit. All right, so the course learning outcomes are next. So you need to take home 4 main things from this course. If you read the first lecture, saw the first lecture, the video, you will be able to see the CLOs, we call it for short. So I just want you to be able to differentiate different forest ecosystems and know the kinds of biodiversity in those ecosystems. That's all. You have to memorize all the different names of animals. Don't worry about that. Just be familiar with it. And we're also going to look at the economics of forest services, what the forest provides, what kind of products they provide to humanity, and how beneficial they are. I'm going to look at the economics of that as well in a bit. Also, I think a lot of you are here today to find out how we can protect the forest, and forest conservation is something dear to me. I've been working as a biologist for many years, and I've seen destruction of forests, which made me want to come up with find new ways to protect forests. And I hope some of you here want to join me on this journey, because we need more of you out there. I can't do it alone. My team cannot do it alone. I hope you can help me on this journey, and together maybe you can design a more sustainable forestry program. Some of you are in the forestry sector, the agricultural sector. They'll be more relevant to you, because you may be asked to develop something more sustainable within your plots of land, your plantations, which are mostly bordering forests. So yeah, let's see how we can do this together. And those are the CLOs, again, just very four of them. And how we're going to deliver this course is mainly through a lot of reading. Well, reading is the best way to gain knowledge. Knowledge is power. So reading, again, if you have time now in the weekends, I know you're very busy during your weekdays. Some of you are not, but I guess most of you have jobs to do. But I understand, again, the reading is just, again, to expose you to concepts I'm not expecting you to memorize facts and figures from all the papers I've given you. It seems like a lot, but I only want you to take home the relevant information. I'm trying to train all of you to read scientific publications, and if you're not used to it, that's fine. It takes a while to understand what scientific publications are about, but just, if you don't understand, just read the abstract. The abstract tells you all the summary and information, and it should be fine. So don't try to memorize the facts, all right? Just try to be aware of the concepts and issues. And the goal is to really improve your understanding about the concept of sustainable forestry. That's why we're all here, just to get a bit of information so you can go into the world and help us achieve more sustainability, especially with regards to forests. Just checking the chat group for a while. Okay, mainly about food, great. Okay, so student learning time per chapter, I want all of you to just take note, don't spend more than 5 hours on each chapter, right? 5 hours or so is enough. The whole idea is to check out the videos, which range from half an hour to 1 hour, depending on the content, and do some reading on your own, about 4 to 4.5 hours. That's all you gotta do per chapter. So we got 9 chapters, 9 lessons, 9 lectures. So this is what I expect the time is taken for each. And why are we doing pre-recorded videos? Because again, it allows you the flexibility to go back and rewind and stop whenever you want. But also allows us to monitor, like, how often you guys actually check out the videos. It provides us very interesting analytics. Don't worry, you won't be graded regarding how often you see the video. It's just for us to see, to do our own research, because most of the time undergraduates, they like to only watch the lectures just before the exam, but because they tend to do other things first. But again, this allows you the flexibility to, whenever you have more free time, to view those videos at your own discretion and your own pleasure. And a lot of the videos are short. I try to keep them short as possible, because why? I hope you have heard about the primacy recency effect. Because if you want to learn anything in life, you want to learn, there are actually two things to note here. There's always a prime time, like what I'm doing now. What time is it now? It's already 2:43, and you may be already experiencing a downtime here because we've gone past 20 minutes. So 20 minutes, the golden cutoff before people start losing attention. So remember, this is a tip for you. If you're giving a presentation to your bosses, always try to keep it to 20 minutes, because that's when people's attention and degree of retention is actually the highest. So this is called the primacy recency effect. But also, people remember the first things and the last things they say from any presentation. So make sure towards the end you have pack in all the information in these 2 prime time periods, so that people understand, retain as much knowledge as possible. So this is why we don't go beyond any lectures beyond 40 minutes. Sometimes, because in the YouTube recordings, I put it at 1 hour, but what I do for undergrads is I actually split it up to different parts, so it's more digestible. But I'm confident you guys can just pause and play whenever you want. So I didn't really edit the videos to suit this, but just be aware of this, all right? When you go on in life, important life skills, to keep things to minimum of 20 minutes, and you have to be at a 40-minute mark. Just remember, pack all your information towards the end. Okay, so this is some of the feedback from the undergrads over the years about the material, about this recorded videos. And I think, yeah, the YouTube videos allow people to understand more about the chapters, and the references were very important. So I gave all of you readings to read, and I try to make the YouTube videos as enjoyable as possible, but also there'll be Google Forms for you to fill in to see whether you retain the information. So the student learning time per week is really no more than 17 hours, maybe a week. As I say, these are more like weekend courses. You can easily get it done over Saturday and Sunday if you are busy during the weekday. So once you see the videos, you're gonna have a discussion either Saturday or Sunday, and then after that, after a 1 hour discussion, you're gonna have a WhatsApp discussion. So that's about 1 to 2 hours. And I don't know if you saw my first lecture, there are these 3-2-1 forms. So what does 3-2-1 mean? It means you have 3 answers there to answer 3 questions, 2 reflections, and 1 question. So this is why I call it 3-2-1. And there are 3 forms to fill in the whole entire course. For example, if you saw the first lecture already, I've asked I've assigned all of you your spirit animal. So what I did was I took out the shuffle the pack of cards and assigned each of you a spirit animal. For example, someone will assign a binturong. So that's something I hope to give you maybe when we meet up at some point, even if things are allowed, I'll give this to you and it's for you to keep the rest of your life. So your mission is to protect whatever animal I've shown to you. That's your spirit animal. And I've got the initial class list, and now I see some of you here, and I assigned you the animals on the video. So check out the video for those animals, and you're supposed to answer one question in 3-to-1 form. Can I ask, so far, has anybody not received a spirit animal here? Can you put in the chat group? Or if you're not sure, drop me an email. If you haven't seen the first lecture yet, go and check it out first. If your name has not been assigned any animal, just message me and I'll provide you a random animal. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. Yeah. All right, back there, you're a tiger already, great. Nice. Okay. So again, if you don't want to assign one, sorry, you can just email me or WhatsApp me. I will give my number later. Okay, so where's the 3-to-1 form? Where can you find it? So I put it in the eLearn. You can check it out here. Sometimes if you click the link directly in eLearn, it will not come up. So try and paste the link in the new browser, and a Google form will pop out. So what the 3-to-1 survey lecture looks like? Sorry, the form looks like. Sorry, it's a form, not a from. So there are 3 lectures here. I provided an eLearn already for this week. So go through those 3, and subsequently next week there'll be the other 3 available. And just fill in your ID and the name, your email. And for example, the first question in 3-to-1 form was, which forest type can your spirit animal be found in? So you're supposed to do some research on Google and tick which of the forests apply to your species. You can tick more than one, right? So go ahead and check it out. This is an example of a question. So there are 3 questions to be answered. This is one example of a question. After that, there are 2 things, your reflections. I want you to list the 2 most important things you've learned from lectures 1 to 3. Just type it out here in the paragraph. And finally, this is where I want you to think critically about one question related to the first 3 lectures. And we're going to discuss this over the WhatsApp group. The submission of 3-to-1 form, especially, this question will count towards 50% of your student-based learning participation. That's 10 marks. So half of it, you need to fill in the form. If you don't fill in the form, you will not get the marks. That counts towards your attendance as well as your participation. So I'm not going to do this eye check-in thing where I count your attendance because like today, not everybody is here. I want you to give the flexibility to go and learn at your own pace. So the whole idea is to submit this form and that counts towards your attendance. And this question will help with regards to your participation marks. Okay, any questions here before we proceed? If you're confused about the 3-to-1 form, any questions? You can ask again after this if you're not sure. But yeah, I mean, so far the feedback was from most of the students so far was they enjoyed the Google Forms, and actually they want most of the lecturers to try and use the Google Form to see if the students on the right track. And again, if you're shy about asking something, that's why the WhatsApp group is there for you to ask. And some people feel that's the best way because it's a kind of anonymous when you ask questions in the WhatsApp group, unless you can trace someone's number, you know the name. But yeah, so it's what does undergrads appreciate during the MCO. I mean, really, really tough times for learning during the MCO, and a lot of students appreciated the use of the Google Forms. And this is what I'm talking about when talking about WhatsApp discussions. So what I'll do is form a WhatsApp group with all of you in there. Don't worry, I won't be forming like chapter 1, 2, 3 or lecture 1 to 9. This is what I practice in undergrad. So undergrads, for example, will join the first lecture, they are here. And once they finish the Google form, they progress to another chapter and we discuss, and then they progress, and eventually they graduate. So they're trying to give the undergrads a kind of a progression system here. But for you guys, it's okay. We're just going to use one WhatsApp group. That's all. I'm sure all of you have tons of WhatsApp groups already, so we're not going to give you a new one. Too many, we're just going to stick with one. So I'm going to send you the link in a bit. Sorry, this is the link, right? So I'll share you the Zoom chat later. Just after this, you can join the group. And if you're some of your friends are not here, please give them this link. I'll upload this briefing slides to eLearn also after this, so you can get the link. But so this is basically what happens in the WhatsApp group. There'll be questions asked here, and the students who first answer their friend's question correctly or makes a relevant point gets one pizza emoji. So this is, for example, I asked this question in the 3-to-1 form. I'll paste it here, and someone else answers it, and I feel is correct, I'll give you a pizza emoji. So that's how the system works. So for example, this I got this question from Harry's 3-to-1 form, and Abraham answers it. Abraham gets a pizza emoji. So in undergrad, for the undergrads, I actually provide a system where if you collect 4 emojis, you get 1 free pizza. I'll send you a pizza delivery, but all of you here are already earning your salaries, and I think you can afford pizzas, so there won't be a reward system, but how it works is the pizza emojis will count towards your 5%. So as I said, the questions are taken from the 3-to-1 survey, so make sure you ask good questions. You're only allowed to collect 1 pizza emoji per discussion per week. There's going to be 3 WhatsApp discussions. You only collect 1 per week. The whole idea is once you collect 3 emojis after the whole 3 discussions are done, it will then count towards the other 50% of your student-based learning participation, 10 marks. Is this clear? Any questions? Oh, thanks, Harry. Everybody wants to chip in for pizza for Harry. I think he'll be happy, or nasi kanda. We'll discuss. Anybody got any questions about this WhatsApp discussion? I'll share the link in a bit. Add more marks. We'll see.
Prof. Ruben.
Yep.
Maybe just I don't know what maybe like you some people like to use the WhatsApp, but we have the discussions menu in the eLearn, right?
Yep.
We're not using that, or
no, we're not using that. But if all of you strongly feel you want to use that, let me know, because WhatsApp allows you to also, it's more flexible in terms of you can do it at your own time, because not all of us have to be there to discuss. You can be on the go. You don't have to sit there at a computer, unless you can check out the eLearn form in your phones. But the idea is for me to provide you this pizza emojis which are easy on WhatsApp. But again, I'm democratic here. We can discuss, but because not all of you may be using WhatsApp anymore, so I want to have this chat in a bit, and we can discuss. Any other questions? All right, so let's see. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the feedback from the WhatsApp discussions were really interesting, because it's a repository for all the questions and answers, and you can take it with you wherever in the future, right? I mean, let's say you leave the course in the future, let's say, hey, I remember talking about this topic on forestry, you can just check out the WhatsApp group instead of going back to eLearn and retrieving information from the eForum discussion. And yeah, I think, again, some people say it made them feel counsel to answer the questions to get the pizza emoji, and because they get pizzas out of that. But yeah, we'll see, bonus marks, never thought about it. All right, assessment time. I hope it's clear from the course outline. There are 4 main assessments. You got 10% for your student-based learning. You got assessment 1, 10%. It's got involving the role-playing discussion. That'd be assessment 2, 50%. It involves the video, which makes most of the marks, and your final exam, 30%. So this is clear. All right, so before we see whether we can proceed with this mode of discussion over WhatsApp, I just want to ask, anybody that doesn't have a computer or have trouble, I'm sure most of you don't, because you're already on Zoom and maybe on your phone. I think that's good enough. If anybody is hampered without any computer or device to access Zoom, please let me know. Okay, any of you have internet connectivity issues from your area? Joseph is one of the things of how WhatsApp can overcome it, because if you're always using a platform like eLearn, it might be challenged sometimes when it comes to the discussions. But if no internet issues, great. Please let me know if you do. Okay, for the most important thing, who doesn't have WhatsApp here? Anybody? Or who doesn't want to use WhatsApp? you don't want to use WhatsApp, I respect your wishes, and then we can discuss another way of doing this. Some of you are more interested in Telegram now, for example, but again, we are trying, I'm open to discussion. Who doesn't want to use or who doesn't have WhatsApp? Yes, please state your objections in the chat group. All right, great. Everybody's fine, it's cool. Sure, last going once, going twice. All right. Okay, I'm sure, yeah, so I see some of you are based overseas, some of you are here. Any of you based overseas at this moment outside Malaysia? All right, Sen Yong, you're in LA. So is this time zone okay for you?
Yeah, it's okay for me.
All right, great, great. Are you coming back to Malaysia at some point, or are you going to be there for some time?
I'm going to be here.
All right, great. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, great. That's all for the questions. Okay, so any other questions? Let's see. All right, do any of you have any other questions about the course? Please feel free to ask.
I have a question, Prof.
Great, go ahead.
Yes, for assignment 1, it's group based, right? And is it like not say random, but on the spot, or is there preparation involved? So no preparation involved.
You can prepare on your own, but it's going to be a random assignment of people to the group, so you can't prepare as a group. Like you can prepare individually.
Okay. Follow-up question. It's mentioned in the course guide there are like some following keywords and acronyms, but I couldn't find any keywords.
Yeah, I will present that when the time comes. But most of the keywords and acronyms are actually in the lectures already. So there's I can give you a list if you want, but yeah, actually most of them are in the lectures. Okay. I used to do that during the previous batch because everybody was in the same lecture hall, but I think now you can actually access the information and use the relevant acronyms, like, for example, you can use REDD or SFM, for example. All these are the acronyms you'll be learning throughout the course. So that's what I meant. But I'll see what I can do with sharing a list later when the assignment 1 draws nearer. All right, thanks, Bhaktia. Anybody else?
I'm Kenneth here.
Yep,
I just want to draw your attention to assignment 2. Are you going to brief us more of it when it comes down there? Because right now I'm still a bit fuzzy on storyboard, transcript, and with the 2-minute video.
Okay.
To upload all these items at one go or what?
Yep. So what happens is for the second assignment is going to create a 2-minute video. So a storyboard, meaning I will brief you how to craft one. I'll give you examples of the storyboard, basically structuring your video, and then later you got to upload the storyboard and the video into the eLearn. All the stuff goes in there, and you can upload your video to a YouTube link, and then you can share the link on and submit that to eLearn as well. So that's a plan for the.
I think that story. I mean, the reason why I'm asking is because actually quite a chunk of the grade is 50%. So what about the expectations from your side for this assignment?
Yeah, so the rubrics and all the information will be shared soon, so that you can have a head start, because it takes up quite a chunk. So there'll be a briefing and some. I think according to the schedule, there'll be a briefing right down the road, and definitely the rubrics will be shared so you can know what to look out for.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Okay, great. So before it's already 1 hour. I don't want to hold you back anymore. Let's see. Any more other questions? All right. So one question about the spirit animal. Okay, great. So in the lecture 1 video, I've provided you, I've shuffled a deck. Stop sharing. I've shuffled the deck of cards, and then I've actually assigned all of you a spirit animal, meaning if you're fated to end up with this animal, you're supposed to find out information about this animal, about where it can be found, which forest type it can be found. That was one of the questions in the 3-2-1 form. So go and check out the video, in the YouTube video, and you will see your animal assigned to you. And if you're not assigned one in the video, then you can WhatsApp me. I'm going to share the WhatsApp group in the chat group here, so please join that in the Zoom chat. All right, feel free to join, click on that. Okay, if no other questions, I think we are done for the day. And great meeting all of you, and look forward to the discussion next week. Hopefully we'll have a confirmation of my guest speaker from the Sabah Forestry, and we will see his lecture. All right, thanks, Shafiq. I'll give you one now. You have been assigned Binturong. This is your spirit animal, Shafiq. Remember, okay? Anybody else? And if not, your name is not there, just email me or WhatsApp me, and I'll assign you a species. Great. You can find out what's a binturong. It's one of the beautiful animals in our forests.
Prof,
Yep.
sorry to cut you off. The WhatsApp joining, can you please translate it to English?
Sorry?
The WhatsApp link you just said.
Yeah.
It is translating in Malay. Can you please make it in English for easy to join?
Really?
Yeah.
Malay. Not sure what you mean, because there's a link there. You just click on the link and it looks like this, right? You join Sustainable Forestry. So you just click on, copy the link, and you click it, and you enter the WhatsApp group. So meaning when you join, you see something about it being in Malay, is it? Or is it?
Yeah, but let me try the Google.
Let's try. I'll just say hello and see if you can see my message.
Okay, sure.
All right, please share the link with your friends also. I'll upload the slides later so that they can join. A lot of friends are missing, right? I think we've got 32 students here, 10 more missing. All right, thanks all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and enjoy the lectures and the reading, and I'll see you next week. Nice meeting all of you. Take care, see you soon, stay safe.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Bye.
My lunch is gyoza for lunch. Take care. You okay, Mayun? Louisa, all right?
Still joining. I want to join first.
I don't see your number yet. Are you looking at using a Malaysian number?
Yeah. Okay, I just joined now.
Okay, I'll type hello and see. Do you see my message?
Yeah. It's good.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
All right, take care.
Have a
Bye.
lovely day. Bye.